Welcome back, boxing fans, to another great show with Sean on Boxing. So, Diego Higa versus Antonio Vargas just happened. Right now, we're waiting for the result. I didn't catch this fight. I was a little too slow to get on it. I wasn't quite sure what time these fights would start, but obviously it started really early. It's considered a draw. A draw. So for Diego Higa, that's basically 3 draws in a row he's had. He's obviously, as I said in my breakdown, a tough contender, but a guy that just can't fucking do enough to actually win against these elite level fighters. For the young kid, Vargas, obviously it's a good opportunity for him to learn from this, being in the biggest fight of his career. We'll see what he does moving forward. But up next is the pound for pound caliber fighter, Kenshiro Taraji, defending his title against Sandoval. His unified titles against Sandoval tonight. The Japanese crowd is all a little disappointed that Higa was in another draw. Obviously, that would be disappointing. He's in these great fights, these great wars, but just can't fucking catch a break. So Vargas keeps his world title. Higa walks away once again, missing his opportunity to become a 2-weight world champion. Obviously, he was a 1-weight world champion back in the day, but has struggled to win a title now that he's moved up in weight. Obviously, a big fight card. One of the best fighters in boxing today is going to be fighting next. What's up, Stringer from above? You watching this card out of Japan? If you did, what did you think of this fight between Diego Higa and Vargas? It did look like it was a great fight. Obviously, both guys hurt. Multiple big shots were landed. Exactly what you would hope for in such a competitive matchup. But I'm really excited to see Kenshiro get back in the ring. Obviously, the last time we saw him, he was in Fight of the Year in his unification fight versus Akui. Oh, look, Junto's there. Junto's in the crowd supporting his Japanese brethren. That's the one thing about the Japanese. They definitely come out and show out. Yes, sir, Higa was doing great early. Yeah, I figured that's what would happen, right? Tiring out late, and then obviously Vargas, the younger man, the naturally bigger fighter, just having more in the gas tank and being able to claw back. But congratulations to him. We will see what he does moving forward as far as defending his WBC title. Is that WBC or WBA? It's probably WBA. That's why BoxRec didn't list it. Just like right now, they said Kenshiro is a WBC champion, but they don't list or mention his WBA title. It's crazy that BoxRec does that because obviously the WBA is historically important to boxing, and to blatantly ignore every single fighter who's ever been a WBA champion, not give the WBA any recognition whatsoever, it's kind of a scummy thing to do. That's why I've always been hoping that somebody else would come around and eventually take over for BoxRec. I mean, the way they do their rankings is fucking terrible. The fact that now they are basically blackballing one of the 4 sanctioning bodies that have obviously been a historical part of the sport of boxing. Sumo, what's up? You know the problem with this shit, trying to get a good fucking stream. All these fucking streams are terrible. Yeah, close the fucking ad. How many times I gotta click it? You tell them, Lily. Tell these motherfuckers. There we go. Who's a good girl? Yes, you're a good girl, Lily. So, the Polish ref was awful. He should. What did he do? Sorry, I can't quite see that comment. He should have taken a point from Vargas for excessive clinching. Ah, okay. Well, that's always one of the big problems, right? When you're talking about refs and judges. But I can tell you one thing. I guarantee you there weren't 3 fucking Japanese judges in this fight. Not like, obviously, if it was in America. That's the thing that kills boxing in America. The fucking biased judges. Look at Japan. You go in Japan, you fight in front of the Japanese crowd. It's a very close fight that obviously could have went the way of the Japanese fighter. And once again, the Japanese fighter gets fucked over. Really, in Japan, more than normally, the Japanese fighter is the one that gets fucked over, right? It's not like they get a consistent advantage. Usually they don't. Here's the next potential opponent for Vargas. Who's that? Tatsumi? So is this, what would this be for a WBA regular title? Because Tatsumi is a legitimate champion. Oh, okay. So the WBA regular versus the WBA super champion. Obviously, we know Higa already fought Tatsumi to a draw. And then obviously he went after the WBA regular title. And now Tatsumi is going to fight him. I guess it's a good thing. This is what the WBA was supposed to do a long time ago, right? Put their titles together and get rid of the WBA regular title and only obviously have the main belt. But it's good. And see, this is one of the benefits, obviously, for these Latin American and small Asian countries. If they do have an opportunity to go to Japan, it's like bigger fighters going to America. There's opportunities to make money for these guys, right? Japan is obviously the biggest financial market for these smaller weight classes. I'm just excited for Ken Shiro. Let's get Ken Shiro and Sandoval out there. I mean, to be fair, that last fight with Ken Shiro and Akui was a fucking great fight. A great fight. Being a Ken Shiro fan, I really felt that he was going to lose that fight. And to score that spectacular knockout in the 12th round, man, you can't make that shit up. That shit was Arturo Gatti-esque, right? That's exactly what boxing fans want, that kind of excitement. Ken Shiro, the man, the myth, the legend. Kenshiro Taraji, who John Boxing says has no resume. 25-1, 16 KOs, fighting Sandoval 26-2 to defend his unified titles. I mean, it's funny. This guy says he's hasn't fought anybody, but in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights, 8 fights, he's fought in all world champions. Literally, in his last 8 fights, he's fought in all world champions. Akui, Rosales, Canzales, Bundler, Olaskagu, Kyochi, Yabuki, and Yabuki. Imagine that. But this guy's got no resume. You know, tell me if, you know, not to hate on Bud Crawford, because that's not my intention, but just Crawford gets so much attention from some people, right? But a guy like Akui gets no attention. Let's look at his last fights. Alvarez, he hasn't fought him, but similar. A champion, Madrimov a champion, Spence a champion. David Avician actually was a WBA regular champion, but has never been a legitimate champion. Sean Porter, Cal Brook, all champions. So out of his last 6 fights, 5 of his fights have been champions. And then you got Kavalaskis, also not a champion. Amir Khan, a champion, right? Benavidez, not a champion. Horn, Indongu, champions, right? Like, there's no need to try to hype up fighters to criticize other fighters. The same thing that Bud Crawford's doing in his career is exactly what Kenshiro Taraji is doing in his career. Fighting the best fighters available to him, unifying titles, fighting world champion after world champion after world champion. And as I mentioned in my breakdown yesterday, talking about moving up to his 3rd weight division to take on Bam Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez, man, another pound-for-pound quality fighter. If he was to beat Bam Rodriguez, basically he's accomplished, as far as resume, equal to Bud Crawford. Also beat a pound-for-pound fighter, but really Bam is in his prime, right? There's no questioning Bam right now. If he was to go up to 115 pounds and beat Bam Rodriguez to become a three-time unified champion, unified in all three of his divisions, beating Bam Rodriguez, a pound for pound fighter. I mean, sure, he's never been undisputed, but think about what he has done. Was unified at 108, was unified at 112, and potentially is going to go up to 115 and try to unify by beating Bam Rodriguez, who obviously at that point probably will be a three belt holder in that division. What else would you want a fighter to do? I mean, isn't that exactly what we've been asking guys like uh, Tank Davis to do? Right? Take on legitimate champions, face champions, win titles by beating champions. I mean, it's the exact same thing. No one is trying to hate on some fighters and protect and dick ride others. Actually, we're keeping the same fucking energy. Same energy. Man, this has to be the worst feed I've ever found. I went to some of the better feeds, and the problem with those is the fucking things wouldn't load up. And now I'm here and it's like it's picked out. Someone's showing me a same Bolt. Why are you showing me Bolt? Ah! Drives me fucking crazy. Come on. Just give me a good fucking feed, man. That's all I ask. All I ask. Could not play video. There was a problem trying to load this video. Ah! Drives me crazy. Try a site called Stream East. Works great. Well, that's the one that I clicked on. Stream East to Zone pay-per-view. And it won't fucking load up. Crack stream. Also won't load up. You're driving me fucking crazy. Stream East. Maybe just go straight to Stream East. Stream to watch. Let me try this one. I saw the Higa one and now it just froze and kicked me out. Kicking me out. Kenshiro Taraji. There we are. Come on, give a brother a good feed with some fucking English. Not you, cheating motherfuckers. I hate you guys trying to sell me some shit. Oh. Let's see what else I can find. If that doesn't work, try strike out. Strike out. Let me try. First, I just got this one. VIP, the old go-to. I thought that big left hand from Diego Higa was going to drop that fucking guy. That's what he needed. He needed to drop him with that hook. That would have been the play. He could have ended up winning, and then we would have another Japanese champion. John would hate that. Come on, load up, motherfucker. So, Isaac to Liverpool. Oh, all these feeds look fucking the same. They just put a different name on top of it. This one looks just like the one I opened that wouldn't start. What are you doing? Move over. I tried all four. I have to keep saying technical difficulty. Something must be. RBTV plus one. Yeah, this one's the same. Strikeout. Won't fucking load. RBTV plus 01. Nice. You're a legend. Everybody, do the RBTV plus 01. It's the best. They only get one or two ads. Click on more and then fighting. I saw that. Nice job, Asuma. That is a fucking go-to. A dream site. Even though now it's fucking loading. Don't speak too soon, Sean. Stream is processing. Please wait. No processing. Go to work quickly. Why is Japan trying so hard not to let people from outside of Japan actually watch their fucking fights? Like, imagine that. Like, shit's crazy. Just let fucking people watch, man. That's all we're saying. Wow. That Valentin Elizialda. Who's that? Valentin Elizialda.
He's never rushed, he's never panicked, he's got a great jab, and he's great to the body. Well, he's going to need all that tonight against Shiro Taraji.
They both actually fight pretty similar. Great body punchers, good jabs, not a lot of head movement. They're kind of like the mirror image of Mexico, Japan.
And now making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, the two-division world champion and the current unified flyweight champion of the world. Please welcome the amazing boy, Shiro Teraji.
Fucking, he loves the heavy music, man. I better put the volume down on that. Come on, Taraji. Oh, my drink is gone, and I didn't buy a beer. Too busy raining like a fucking crazy fucking ass outside. But I did get water from McDonald's. Cheers. This fight should be a good one.
Taraji, a two-weight world champion at light fly and flyweight, now looking to unify the division and also looking to hunt down the ring belt as well. Japan currently has 3 fighters in the ring, pound for pound top 10. Naoya Inoue at 2, Junto Nakatani at 6. This man resides in the number 9 spot. And he is a superstar of his homeland. Tonight, looking to make another statement on the world stage. And Barry, if you can put away Ricardo Sandoval, he takes another step nearer to that.
Yeah, he's been fantastic so far in his career. Really an accumulative puncher, great variety in his work. He's really accurate with his combos, and like almost every Japanese fighter has an absolutely phenomenal engine. So
I wonder if his jacket is too heavy. Is he going to complain about his suit being too heavy if he loses?
The audience expect you still have to do the work, so he has to be very, very focused here. Not to make any mistakes, not to slip up. And he wins this tonight, cements his name, Japanese legacy.
The number 1 flyweight in the world. It is another huge night for Shiro Teraji, the big favourite. But it doesn't always pan out that way, as we've seen tonight already. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise for the playing of the national anthem of the United States, followed by...
We don't need national anthems. We don't need no stinking anthems. The Japanese are just too polite. Too polite. Let's get this shit on. Let's get it on. It's going to be a good one. Wednesday night boxing from Japan. Or for you guys, what is it? Wednesday morning? So what's your prediction? I say Taraji by 9th round TKO. Even though I spelled Taraji wrong. That's my prediction. They're in black and white for everybody to see. I don't mind the Japanese anthem. Not that I don't like the American one. I don't mind the American one either.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Yokohama Buntai.
Let's do it.
Yokohama, Japan, for the featured bout of the evening.
That girl's cute.
Promotions in association with
Somebody on my live today was saying that Japanese girls are the most beautiful in the world, or in Asia, I suppose.
The president is Mauricio Suleiman, the supervisor in attendance, Kevin Noon, along with the WBA President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, and the supervisor is Juan Kim. Introducing you our three judges scoring this bout from ringside. From Thailand, Joseph Witt.
From Thailand.
Leszek Jankovic. And from Spain, Manuel.
Look at that. Japanese judges, not one from Japan.
Introducing you our referee in charge of this bout from the United States, Steve St. Germain.
There you go. Unbiased.
12 rounds of boxing in the main event for the unified WBC and WBA flyweight championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Yokohama, Japan, it's showtime!
Showtime! Oh, so this is on DAZN.
Introducing you first, the defending world champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks, hailing from and representing his home of Kyoto, Japan.
Kyoto.
He weighed in at 111.5 pounds, or 50.6 kilograms. With an outstanding record of 25 wins and only one loss, he has 16 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his 15th world title appearance. Here is the long-time popular two-division world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending unified WBC and WBA flyweight champion of the world, introducing the amazing Lord Shiro. Across the ring, tonight's challenger on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with cream trim, joining us from Rialto, California, in the United States. He weighed in at 111.75 pounds, or 50.7 kilograms. With over 26 wins and 2 losses, he has 18 of his wins coming by.
I knew it's on DAZN.
Currently ranked the WBC number 4 contender and the number 3 flyweight in the world by the WBA. Tonight, making his Japanese.
Welcome back from Amsterdam. Who went to Amsterdam, me or you?
Tonight's battle-ready challenger, introducing Ricardo and Niño Sandoval. And now once again, the in charge, about to give instructions, Steve St. Germain.
Looks like fucking Amsterdam, eh?
Yes, sir. You go receive my instruction in the locker room. Protect yourself at all times and listen to my command at all times. The clips. The clips. Good luck, both of you.
Let's go. Here we go, people. Kenshiro Taraji versus Sandoval. This is definitely not for the super welterweight title. Round one. Nice jab from Taraji. Taraji historically was mostly an outboxer that didn't rely on his power. Only recently has he become much more of a flat foot, come at you, try to knock you out type of fighter. So far, both guys being obviously not taking any risks in the first round, both using the jab, trying to establish the jab. So far, Taraji's pressure seems to be leading. There's a good hook from Sandoval. Didn't really land, but so far Taraji's jab has been better, more on point. It's like a stick. He also seems to have the better footwork. Sandoval trying to like slide that left hand over the right. It's there. Taraji always has his hand down a little bit. There you go. Keep those hands up. Oh yeah. Why are you freezing now? Oh, this is the problem with fucking modern technology. It's great and it's terrible at the same fucking time. Come on, motherfucker. Oh, I just paused it and it started. I think that's a Taraji round. He was more effective with his jab. He was sort of pushing the pressure for the fight. Obviously, both guys were not being overly aggressive, but Taraji was definitely pushing the pace, pushing the pressure behind his jab and his foot movement. Sandoval looks like he's getting ready to land that counter left hand. But one round in the books. Round two. That was a quick transition, straight from talking to all of a sudden throwing punches. Sandoval trying to hold his ground in the middle of the ring more this round. Let's say double up that jab. You got like Sandoval's punch output. He's throwing a lot of different shots. So far, Taraji's mostly just been using his jab and a little bit of the right hand, whereas Sandoval's been using the counter hook, the hook to the body, obviously using the jab and the right hand. He's been showing a little bit more. Oh, that was a nice two-punch combination from Sandoval. Great right hand, counter left. Taraji's legs look a little get out of the way, ref. Good jab, Taraji. Nice right hand over the top. Taraji's punches definitely look stiffer. There you go, head movement. I got to give that round to Sandoval because of that 1-2 combination. That was easily the best. The right hand specifically was easily the best punch landed so far in this fight. That was a clean shot. Boom! Oh, right there. Oh, he only fucking grazed him. But then a nice counter left. Yeah, he just grazed him. Oh, I thought it landed a lot more clean than that. Okay, so maybe the round's a little closer. Obviously, Taraji had success too. That right hand didn't land nearly as effective as I thought it did. Good left hook to follow up. It was a good left hook. Taraji's open for that left hook. He always dropping his right hand. Round 3. Yeah, bitches, look, 3. Hey, yeah. Let's see if Taraji can change some things up. Nice jab. Taraji's jab is definitely very effective, but he hasn't really brought anything else into the mix yet. Not really any body punches. Oh, that's a nice right hand from Taraji. Right down the pipe. That fucking stopped Sandoval in his tracks. Oh, nice right hand from Sandoval. Not as big, but clean. I think Taraji should be jabbing to the body a bit, spearing the motherfucker with that jab. Nice counter right hand from Taraji. Taraji is definitely struggling more at this weight class, more than he did at 108 pounds. Now that he's in with bigger guys, harder punchers. Nice right hand. Taraji rolled with it, but still clean shot. you got to let your hands flow a little more, Taraji. He's a little too waiting for the perfect shot. And while you're waiting, the other guy's being busy. Obviously not landing everything, but, throw in. The more you throw, the more you land. Another nice right hand from Taraji. Sandoval also open for those right hands. That's a good round for both guys, but I kind of lean towards Sandoval in that round. So I kind of think it's 2-1 for Sandoval. Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think is happening? Who's winning? Sandoval definitely won this round. Ooh, nice uppercut in the inside. Do you think the reason lower level fighters become champion often in the lower divisions is because there are just less men that size generally? I don't want to hear that fucking bullshit. Because if that's the case, then you better not give fucking Clarissa Shields any fucking praise at all. Because there's shitloads more small weight fighters than there are fucking female heavyweights. The reason people become champions is because now there's 4 fucking titles. 4 world titles in the line. What about Dubois? Nice counter left hand. He's a heavyweight and he isn't very skilled. Well, that's the thing. When you say not skilled, are you saying these fighters are not skilled? Because that's not true at all. Both these guys are fucking more skilled than 90% of the heavyweight fighters and cruiserweights out there. Like, this fight is not a wild slugfest where both guys are just getting hit like crazy. They're picking their spots. Obviously, guys are landing punches because it's boxing, but you can see good counter punches, pull counters. Sandoval, as I said, he's showing a lot of offensive versatility, uppercuts and hooks. Taraji's a lot more jab, right hand. Historically, he's thrown a lot more lefts, but I guess against this opponent, that shot's just not really there. Taraji's nose is bleeding. Headbutt. We understand what you mean, Jay Cool. We understand. Taraji's talked about moving up to face Bam. Nice right hand from Sandoval. I think it's a tough matchup for obviously Taraji. You're jumping up to your 3rd weight division, taking on one of the most dynamic young fighters in boxing. I mean, that's a big ask for anybody. Yeah, no, I think Bam would stop him. But that's not a dismissive to Taraji. Bam is just fucking looking like he's one of those fighters that's going to be a pound-for-pound fighter for the next 10 years. That's a good round. There you go. Big body shot. I mean, to put into perspective, most of us feel that Bam should go up and fight Junto at 118 or fucking Anui at 122. So to have a guy come up from 112 to fight him, obviously, there's definitely weight classes for a reason. Unfortunately, both Tekken fighters, so they probably won't fight. Well, that's true too. Even though Taraji has said that he wants to move up and fight him, but yeah, that's true. Tekken, the promoter, is not in favor of setting his fighters up against each other. Yeah, you just got to keep it tight and sharp, Taraji. Hands up, tight, sharp, tight and sharp. Sandoval's there to get fucking countered. He's there to get hit. You just got to make sure you keep your guard up and you fucking counter. Bam would show Nakatani levels. Yeah, but we've never seen Bam in with a guy like fucking Junto Nakatani. Junto Nakatani is much taller, much longer, and is a fucking dynamite puncher as well, who would control the range behind a very difficult jab. I mean, we've seen Bam look really mediocre against some fighters in his rise up because styles make fights. If he's in with a guy he needs to get inside to land punches, it's going to be tough for him, man. He get caught by one of fucking Junto Nakatani's backhands, he's going to get fucking dropped a lot more than he did against Estrada. Why is Bam on a different level? What has Bam done that shows you he's on a different level than Junto? Both guys are dominating their weight divisions. Junto's a 3-weight world champion. Bam is a 2-weight world champion. Obviously, I expect Bam to become a 3. Oh, nice right hand. Ken Shiro. And that's why I said, keep your guard tight, man. The dude's there to be fucking hit with clean shots. Loma footwork, pivots, power, inside fight ability. Yeah, he's got a different style than Junto. But that has nothing to do with different levels, just different style. Kenshiro Taraji with the big knockdown. You don't need to rush it. Take your time. That's it. Hit that body. He's protecting his head now. Fucking hit that body. Hit that body. Hit that body. Left to the body. Left to the body. I said a 9th round knockout, so this is a little early for that. Good round, Junto. Or sorry, Kenshiro Taraji. Like, it's easy to dismiss Junto Nakatani because he's not American. Because I understand that's where you're coming from. I mean, Bam's getting credit because he is American. Junto isn't getting credit, but Junto has fought better fighters. He has a better resume. He's fought more world champions, and he's been just as dominant and as destructive as Bam Rodriguez has been. And he's not the one that historically has ducked a potential fight. That historically has been Bam Rodriguez, who jumped to divisions where Junto wasn't. And this talk now about, oh, Bam's team called out Junto. Yeah, so Junto's going to fight Anui, and now you're calling him out. Okay. I'm not even American. It's nothing to do with race or nationality. So then what has Bam done that makes him on a different level and power? He has great Lomachenko footwork. This is true. But that in itself does not make him on a higher level. One guy is a tall, long fighter. The other guy is a short fighter. So obviously, stylistically, you're going to have to fight based on your your advantages. Shiro trying to fucking lead him into a counter shot. What technical deficiencies does Junto Nakatani have? Technical deficiency. Come on, man. That's just the way they hate on a guy. Yeah, now start throwing that left to the body, Ken. Nice jab to the head. Now uppercuts are getting thrown in. Now Shiro's opening up his offense a little more. Nice counter right. Pressure, bust pipes. No, I saw that. But yet, John Boxing praised Elijah Pierce for being exciting. So he's exciting when he gets dropped. But Lomachenko's a hype job and was exposed. Anui is fucking overrated and has no chin. Right? You know, I love how guys love to fucking attack some guys when they get dropped, but then, you know, totally gloss over it when other guys get dropped. You got to be more realistic like myself. Getting dropped in boxing is not the end all to be all. It's expected. When you fight great fighters, you're going to fucking get caught. You're going to get dropped. Unless you're a fucking, you know, an aberration. Marvin Hagler, a fucking Canelo Alvarez, a Gennady Golovkin, even Bud Crawford. People think he got dropped, right, before in his fights. But some guys just have shown that they got granite fucking chins. Elijah Pierce don't have a granite chin, and he fights aggressive and is there to be fucking countered. But the irony is people picking him to fucking beat Anui. Picking him to beat Anui. Yeah, okay. He just fought a guy that Anui beat fucking 4 years ago, and the guy who just got knocked out in his last fight in 4 rounds. Nice uppercut. He got dropped by a washed old fighter who got destroyed by Anui. I know. And just literally got knocked out in his last fight. And people are acting like somehow he's the boogeyman at 126 pounds. It's like, give me a break. There's a lot of fighters for him to fight at 126. Pick one. Pick one. And you beat any of those guys, and then we'll fucking start giving you positive attention and praise. But at this point, you beat a guy who was like ranked 50th. 50th. Yeah, Desmaranis was coming off of a knockout loss. He got knocked out in the 4th round in his previous fight. And to be fair, the only reason Anu even fought that guy is because it was COVID, right? So he fought 2 lesser opponents during COVID to stay busy. And people were critical of his level of opposition, even though it was fucking COVID. Abdullah Mason got dropped too. It's about how a fighter responds to being dropped. Exactly. Fighters get dropped. I mean, what do you do when you get dropped? How do you get up and how do you respond? That's more important. If you're a guy that just never gets dropped, then okay, you're fucking a monster. You know, all weekend, ooh, nice counter fucking right hand, or a nice left, I mean, from Sandoval. This fight's really going to heat up, I bet. You've been up this whole time. Well, for me, it's daytime, right? So I was up doing that video earlier today at lunchtime, and now it's 9 o'clock. So, of course, I've been up. I'm in Asia. Yes, hit that body. There you go. Sandoval's game. You got to give it to him. He didn't come to fucking punk out or quit. Okay, say you stopped what I meant. Oh, what? I don't understand. You mean online this whole time? Obviously, I wasn't because I left the last time to go drop the kids off in the pool and to go buy a coffee around 1:30. Nice counter right hand. Ooh. Sandoval starting to get beaten down now. Yeah, people that say Pierce would stop Inouye are fucking idiots. Like, I understand they just want to push a black guy into the conversation. If you're going to do that, you might as well push Shushu Carrington, right? At least Shushu Carrington, you got an argument. But you're pushing Elijah Pierce. It's like, what the fuck, man? Elijah Pierce probably will get beat by every single world champion currently at 126 pounds, right? Nick Ball would fucking destroy him. Fucking Espinoza literally would fucking destroy him. Who was the other guy? What's his face? That Lomachenko already beat. Stephen Fulton. Obviously, he's moving up in weight, but Stephen Fulton would beat him. And then, of course, you got the True School Sports favorite fighter, who you got to fucking favor him to fucking destroy Elijah Pierce as well. So who exactly would Elijah Pierce beat at 126 pounds? Even if he's going to fight some of the young contenders of that weight class, I don't think he beats them. I don't think he beats a Shushu. I don't think he beats that young Argentinian kid. The only guy talking about Pierce is Drew Titan because they're friends, and maybe John. Well, John is, of course, is talking about him because he's black. Hey, Kayaguchi. Kayaguchi and his missus. Kayaguchi looking a little fat now. Now he retired from boxing. You think Loma would come back for a fight with Inouye at 130? No. Pierce is a C-plus fighter at best. Yes, I agree with you. No, Lomachenko won't come back that way. He doesn't fucking... Both guys digging in hard now. Imagine if Fulton beats Oshaki to become a 3-division world champion. Man, that win for him fucking looks great. That win looks better than Errol Spence on Bud Crawford's resume. Easily looks better. Because unlike Errol Spence, Fulton, who was a unified champion, got knocked out, came back, and then wins 2 other weight divisions. Man, that's fucking big for him. Sandoval's game. What round's this? It's got to get close, be getting close to the 9th round. Sandoval. Busy. Yeah, there's context to everything, right? It's just nice to see. Oh, nice counter right from Sandoval. Sandoval might be winning this round. He's been very aggressive and very effective. Whereas Taraji is still picking and choosing too much. You do that, and I mean, you're just getting outworked by the busy Mexican fighter. Good round. I think Taraji is winning. I think it's competitive and close, but I think this round I gave to Sandoval. The last 3 rounds I gave to Taraji. There's also the 10-8 round in there. He won the first round, possibly the second, lost the third and the fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to Sandoval. The rest I have to Taraji plus the knockdown. But I knew it was going to be a good fight stylistically. Not what network is this fight happening? Fuck, God only knows. Does anyone know what round it is? I didn't see the cute Japanese girl with her name card. These camera people, they're not really helping too much. Double that jab up, Taraji. There you go. And then you can hit the body like that. Nice right hand counter for Sandoval. Nice counter. Keep the guard high and fucking keep it tight. That's how you landed the big shot earlier. I don't know if he's blowing it. I thought he won that round. I mean, I thought Sandoval threw a lot of punches, but he didn't land a lot. Taraji was landing more jabs, landed some body shots, was dictating the rounds, right? Taraji is just not throwing as much punches and being as aggressive as Sandoval. Sandoval's trying to keep Taraji off of him by throwing volume, making Taraji be careful coming in and counterpunching. But that round compared to the last round wasn't nearly as effective. Junto! I guess there goes my 9th round knockout prediction. Nice counter right, Taraji. Taraji's still dangerous late with his power. We will see what Sandoval's got in the gas tank. And what kind of pop he's got. Obviously, if he doesn't have much pop, Taraji's just going to walk him down. Nice right hand. No, he doesn't. Psh. Of course, you're going to say that, silly ass. You're going to say anything anti-fucking anybody that's not a black American fighter. This round, Taraji's winning, just like the last one. What's his face is busy, but most of those punches aren't even landing. Throw. Don't wait. Too busy waiting for the perfect right hand. Round for Taraji. Yeah, he won the last 2 rounds. Like I said, 4 rounds I have so far for Sandoval. The rest for Taraji plus a knockdown. So what is it? 6-4 plus 1. I don't know what round it is. Does anyone know what round? I would say 11 or 12, but I'm not sure. Boxing, man, is a fucking tough grind, boy. Going out there and fucking biting down that gun shield. 11. There you go. Listen to you. You're a fucking clown. He fucking lost to fucking Ryan Garcia, a guy fucking that technically isn't as good as fucking Sandoval. Sandoval technically is a way better fighter than fucking Ryan Garcia. He doesn't keep his head fucking straight up. He can actually throw punches with both hands. I heard Picasso looked terrible. I didn't see the fight, but I did hear that he looked fucking like garbage against Kameda. Yes, the dream fucking can't take away left hooks. He better be working on that because when he fights Howard, that's going to be a serious fucking issue for him if he can't. Well, for sure he's got better footwork than fucking Ryan. I mean, fucking the referee has better footwork than Ryan. And think about Taraji, him taking on his mandatory in Sandoval. That's not what fucking Devin Haney did. Devin Haney literally dropped his title so he didn't have to fight, uh, what's his face, the Spanish fighter. Sandor Martin, yeah. Sandor brought no money to the table. What do you think this kid brought to the fucking table, clown? A tough, rugged fighter bringing nothing to the table. Just guts and determination. You got to give Sandoval tons of credit, man. He's fucking working hard. I think he won that round. So what is it? 5-5-1. 5-5-1. Close. Sandor had too many Tom and Jerry matches. Okay. Now you're sounding like a fucking people making excuses. Isn't that fucking Devin Haney's bag? Tom and Jerry fighting? Got to come back with that left hand, Taraji. That left hand is there. You haven't really thrown it all fucking day today. I don't know why. Now you show. Fucking round 12. Thank you very much. Round 12. If it ends a fucking draw on the table, then Taraji wins because of the one point knockdown. For Sandoval to win. Nice right hand, Taraji. Well, these dudes are just dick ride fucking fighters, like dick riding Haney and dick riding fucking David Benavidez. It's like, dudes, man, do you hear yourselves? I thought being elusive and defensively responsible was a good thing. Psh. Nice uppercut, Taraji. Do more. That's right. Finally, you threw a left hand. Nice uppercut. He's there for uppercuts, man. He wants to be on the inside right there. Uppercuts are there all day. Oh, body shot hurt. Hit the body. Nice right hand. You got him on the brink, buddy. You got him on the brink. You can get that 12th round knockout again, 2 in a row. Great round. Ken Shiro won that round. Ken Shiro 7-5 plus a knockdown. Yeah, Sandoval, you didn't win, but you fought great.
He's done enough. But this is going to be so tough to score.
What a last round that was. So while you're not sure how the scorecards are, so you make sure you win the round. I mean, they both did their best. I mean, unbelievable. So I do think, for me, I think Taraji probably did enough to win that last round.
He did.
Ultimately, I think we'll win in the fight. If I'm right.
Well, Japanese fucking fight cards, right? Not one Japanese judge on the card. They always get robbed at home. So don't be surprised if Taraji gets robbed at home. Even though it's not such a robbery, it's a close competitive fight. Good fight for Sandoval.
Force you to fight him there. You see fighters wilt because the accumulative power that he has, it breaks their heart. But he couldn't break this kid's heart. Not at all. He fought back tremendously. And arguably, in the second half of the fight, he had his more success. I would his best success. The 11th round, he fought brilliantly. Sandoval. Even in our last round, fighting back under pressure, but maybe just not enough. Maybe. And it might just be that knockdown. That is the difference.
Well, whatever happens, Ricardo Sandoval has set himself up for some big nights ahead, that's for sure. Because he's taken a pound-for-pound best all the way here and could yet cause the upset. It's a nervous wait for the WBC and WBA World Flyweight Champion. There's a nervous air in this arena as well. They've seen one of their favourites come unstuck in the co-main. Will their man come unstuck in the main? We are about to find out. Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the card, but who has the belts?
That's 2 tough fights in a row for fucking Ken Shiro this year. 2025 has been a fucking tough year.
It takes to add up, the more stressful it becomes and the more difficult it becomes to know what on earth is going to happen here. We had a draw in the co-main. It wouldn't be a massive shock if it goes the same way in the main. Jimmy Lennon has had to go and get the abacus out. Eventually, the maths are done. Who has the titles?
We go to the scorecard. We have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Leszek Jankowiak scores the bout 115 to 112 in favor of Ricardo Sandoval.
115, 112.
Pavel Cardenyi scores about 114 to 113 in favor of Kenshiro Teraji. The judge at ringside, Joseph Gwilt, scores the action 117 to 110 in favor of the winner. And the new
117, 110. We're talking about a robbery, and the fucking judge had 117, 110.
A sensational turn of events here in Tokyo.
117, 110.
Ricardo
Fuck
Sandoval,
me.
the new
Oh my
unified
God.
world
How does that even
flyweight
add up
champion.
with a 1 point fucking the 10-8
It was a
rounds?
wide third
They
card.
always
I'm not
rob the
sure if
Japanese fighters in
that
Japan.
was
Always.
perhaps right,
117,
but Barry
110
has
is
the right
fucking
man going. We were
mental.
edging ever so slightly towards Sandoval, and in the end, the knockdown didn't make the difference.
That one count seems really wise.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sandoval. What a fantastic victory that is.
117, 110 is fucking ridiculous.
A lot of those rounds were so close. So
I had
hard to score.
Kenshiro Teraji,
Get a white score.
7 rounds to 5 plus the 1 point.
In all those close rounds.
117, 110 is disgusting.
Sometimes you get a
Oh
close
my
fight that the score
God.
count's ridiculous. That's just every round's very hard to score. I thought the other guy just nicked it, but no argument.
Well, that's it. If it's a close fight one way or the other, but 117, 110.
Huge moment for the American.
And of course you feel shattered because you fucking put everything on the table and have a robbery like that.
It could be that Taraji one war too many at the age of 33. He's put his body through a hell of a lot of punishment. He could come again if he wants to.
Rematch.
Will he?
I think he'll do a rematch. He's that kind of guy. He doesn't want to fucking lose.
It's a lonely and desperate walk for Kenshiro Teraji. Just a second defeat. The last time he lost, he avenged it within 6 months. I'm sure he'll get another crack at Ricardo Sandoval. But the question is, Barry, will he want to?
Yeah, maybe it's hard to tell. He's been a great fighter.
That's true.
Do things that us guys don't
He
think
definitely
about,
should be in
I mean,
fight of the
that's
year
the
this
thing,
year.
we'll see him again.
If
He's had a
not this
great
fight,
career.
then
He's
for
a
sure
great
the
champion.
Akui fight.
I think we will see him again because he didn't get beat up. He didn't get totally outboxed. It was a fight that could have gone his way. It never. I think he'll want to come back and maybe avenge this defeat. And please do that. But that was a great fight.
Oh, man, that's some terrible bullshit right there. Like, losing is one thing, but fucking having a judge give it 117, 110. Fucking Christ. Like, what are you fucking watching? Like, literally, you think fucking Sandoval almost won every single fucking round of the fight. Holy fuck. Like, I would love to see that guy's scorecards. He probably gave round 12 to Sandoval as well. Crazy. That was a terrible score. Just as bad as 116, 112 Haney. Expect a celebration video from John, y'all. Of course he's going to celebrate, right? Because that's the kind of fucking racist fucking hypocrite he is. The judge gave Sandoval 10 rounds out of 12. Think about that. 10 rounds out of fucking 12. Like, they should only have Japanese judges now. Be like America. Governing bodies are so corrupt, you can tell they want American champions. Well, that shit's ridiculous. 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 Taraji is still a future Hall of Famer, 2-weight unified champion, 16-2 in world title fights. Yeah, but you can't tell fucking dumbasses that because they're going to act like somehow he's only there because of DEI. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay. Because you don't know who he fought, all of a sudden that fucking makes him a hype job and not great. Like, it's like what's his face today on the live was shitting on, Sandoval to fucking hype up Devin Haney. That's what these guys do, right? They need to shit on fighters to hype up fighters they like, as opposed to giving guys credit for fucking doing what they do. He only lost to Ibuki, who he beat in the rematch. Yeah, I got your point. 17-1. Salute, Sean. What's up? Very well could have went his way. Yeah, no, I think the champion deserved the win. I mean, I'm old school that way, but I always think the champion needs to be beaten. And when the champion scores the only knockdown and basically wins, I think, at least half, if not more than half the rounds, how do you take the belts away from him? But, John was right all along. Taraji should never have been above the dream on the pound-for-pound list. Of course you're going to say that because you're a fucking dick rider. I mean, think about how pathetic it is to lead your life where you literally want to blow a fucking boxer. You're like Mirage fucking trying to blow fucking David Benavidez. How can you guys be so jizz happy for one particular fighter? Maybe be fans of the sport and not fanboys to a fighter. That shit's pathetic. Pathetic. I was right. Taraji needed the stoppage. Haney won't ever have 10 world title fights in his career, let alone 20 like Taraji. Who is Mirage? Look in the mirror. John Chon Boxing, since race is so important to you, a Mexican-American won like the Mexican-American who dribbled Haney all over the ring. That's true. Another Mexican-American champion, right? Either way, you're losing. But in this case, this is the same as when people wanted Canelo to get beat. Didn't matter who beat him as long as someone beat him so they could say that he was exposed. Right, True School? You sound like a fucking tool every time you say that. Or Lomachenko. They don't care who beat him as long as somebody beat him. So they could say exposed. And now Kenshiro Taraji lost. They just care that he lost. So they could say exposed. That's it. Machado by using Austrian and weight bullying. Well, Devin Haney still couldn't get away with his left fucking hand. Imagine that. One-handed fighter, and you still couldn't avoid the one fucking hand he was throwing. Meanwhile, Rolly Romero went in there and fucking made him look ridiculous and never got hit by a left hand. So in that theory, you'd have to say Rolly Romero is levels above Devin Haney. If they'd shut the fuck up for 2 weeks, a lot of the narratives and bullshit will disappear. Yeah, but thanks everyone for jumping on. Disappointing fight, but let me tell you, I'm not surprised the Japanese fighter lost his titles in Japan. That shit happens more than you could fucking imagine. When people talk about going to Japan, going to get robbed, no, it's the opposite. The Japanese fighters consistently get robbed. Ioka got robbed in Japan multiple times. Fucking multiple times. But thanks for watching. Leave your comments below. I will see you guys next time. More fighting this weekend. Obviously, the Pro Grace fight and Duarte, two very good fights that are going to be this Saturday. And then tomorrow, Friday, Canzanalis is going to be fighting as well against a tough Thai fighter. So that's another good fight to pay attention to. All the Haney ballers, ball lickers are going to look stupid when Norman smokes him. Left hook was only effective with Austrian. Yeah, because Austrian helps you land the left hook.